question. Do you believe that the government has the authority to ban the ownership of weapons?
Do they have the authority? Yes. Should they? No. But
Expand.
I don't really like to talk much about politics or anything about it, but I remember learning in high school it said something about Adolf Hitler said the first way to take over a country is to take away their weapons.
Disarm the citizen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not too fond of that.
Okay.
I'm not really pro-gun, but I'm not really anti-gun, so I just like everybody to be safe, and I feel like if everybody has them, then there's more liability of people getting hurt. But, I mean, they do have classes for it, so...
So is there any gun-related legislation that you would be in favor of, or should it just be...
Not particularly. I mean, I think everybody should have to take their classes like they have it set up. I mean, I really don't think they should ban it. That's going to cause chaos with everybody in the United States, and there's no reason for that.
Do you believe that the government has the authority to ban the ownership of weapons?
Well, I believe the government, if Congress and the government so deem any law, I mean, if they all agree upon it, they can pass any law they want. Right now, constitutional amendment has the right to bear arms. I mean, that's an old law based on something long ago. But for gun control right now, given all that's happened, I think there has to be some connection between just protecting the who can get guns at any certain time, and the way we store guns, maybe, not eliminate people being able to have guns. Just, I know guys who are hunters who are very responsible with their guns. They store them properly.
Right.
Nobody can walk in, even if they break into their house and get their guns, let alone their children going to get their guns,
Right.
So they're responsible gun owners.
Yes, and I think that may be part of the disconnect where this unfortunate incident up in Connecticut,
Right.
This kid was able to just walk in and get a gun at his mom's,
So if Congress were to force people to be responsible with their guns in that way, then that would be acceptable to you.
Well, I think certain rules. I mean, we do things with driving. I mean, we have rules to keep people from drunk driving, so it's more safe for people to drive. So I think if they can set up some reasonable laws for people to own guns, then I think that's a responsible way to go about this. Banning guns, that's not going to happen, and it shouldn't happen. There's too many people who follow the rules.
Does the government have the authority to ban the ownership of weapons?
Absolutely not.
No? Why not?
Because as a citizen, as a human, we have the right to protect ourselves. And I think everyone should own their own weapon, whether it be a knife, a gun, whatever.
I agree with you.
I think we all agree with you.
Okay, we're good.
What about any weapon? Should
Any
they
weapon?
have the authority to ban any weapon
those,
of any kind?
Not those military. What are they called?
Machine guns?
Machine guns.
Automatic weapons.
Fully
Well,
automatic.
mine's a semi-automatic, but it's like a little handgun. But like the big, that makes me nervous. That makes me nervous to think that there are people out there that really actually have those. There should be a line there. I believe that, and that maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that there is a line where that's a personal use versus a military use, and I think it's a military use and a personal use. Where in the world? What kind of environment are you in that you feel like you need that?
Maybe to protect yourself from the government.
Oh, please.
Yay! Well,
Are you kidding me?
Well, isn't that why
the government has its own flaws? I'm being the first one to say it has its own flaws. But to protect yourself from the government, that's what they're saying.
No, that's what Thomas Jefferson said.
Who?
Thomas
Jefferson? Oh.
Not George Jefferson.
Not George! Oh, Weezy!
We went to pick up our dry cleaning, and he was talking
That's
about
funny. That's funny. No, no. Yeah, no. We don't need that against our government. Our government is for us.
You think? What about the people who don't agree with you on that point?
Everyone has their own opinion.
Okay, but not everyone's allowed to have their own weapons.
They can have their own weapon. I think that there's a certain, there's we've separated church and school. We've separated church and life.
Yeah.
Military. There's a certain power that is needed because those people in their lives are at stake.
Right.
Our lives are not at stake here. We have the most free country ever. Any country, and you can ask anyone from any country that have came to our beautiful country, and they love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
they would probably also say we have too many guns here.
No, I don't think so.
People from other countries I've talked to have said that exact
We
thing.
have the opportunity. I don't know that we could actually say that we have too many guns here. We have the opportunity to have guns here. Does that make it right? I don't know. I mean, I like the right that I have to be able to have my own gun. It was my father's. I feel like we live in a safe. I mean, we're in a safe city.
Okay. What was your name? Just first
Somehow
name?
you don't believe that. I just believe that you don't believe that we're in a safe city.
Well,
I believe we're in a safe city.
I think
there are areas of our cities that are less.
Well, I'm not even talking about that, but I mean, you would have thought that an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut was a safe place too. But
there's a
it's
nutball
not.
everywhere.
And that means that schools and malls and movie theaters, they're not safe anymore. So
I think it's parenting.
I think everybody needs to make a decision
I believe it's
for
parenting.
themselves.
I think if those parents take the time versus dishing out the dough, take the time with your child, make that child know you love them, the whole world be a different place.